Dear aspirants, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this series of videos, we will try to do some reverse engineering through UPSC PYQs. We will try to learn some concepts, revise some concepts. Along with that, I'll also share my experience or my thoughts on how we can reduce uncertainty in the examination hall UPSC when we are approaching the prelims. So, how do we approach the prelims questions with with our knowledge or sometimes limited knowledge? So, with limited knowledge, we have to attend more number of questions, improve our chance of getting selected. So, in that process, we have to do certain elimination, certain thought process, and we have to try to arrive at the right answers. So I'll try to share my thoughts regarding that, how you can reduce certain uncertainty to some extent in UPSC prelims. So let us begin with a question on polity. Here in this question, this is on the concept of contempt of court. So in this question, what has been asked? So the first statement says, pursuant to the report of H.N. Sanyal Committee, the Contempt of Court Act 1971 was passed. This is a factual question, a factual point. This might be true or false. So there is no midway. So let us assume that we don't know about this. We don't have clue about this statement right now. So then let us have a look into the second statement. The second statement says, the Constitution of India empowers the Supreme Court and the High Courts to punish for contempt of themselves. So here I would suggest the aspirants that you have to be thorough, or you have to some extent you have to be comfortable with the articles in Constitution of India, especially legislature, executive, and judiciary. So here particularly, UPSC has asked about the contempt, the power of court to punish for contempt of itself or themselves. So here Supreme Court is empowered via Article 129 to punish for contempt of itself, and High Courts are also empowered by Constitution of India through Article 215. So if we have that level of constitutional knowledge, this question becomes very easy for us to solve. Let us see how. So as soon as we conclude that the statement 2 is right, so if we have to go into the options. The options given here, if you keenly observe that the statement 2 is present only in A and B. So we have to straight away, we have to make sure that we don't have to deal with the other two options. So now my 50% of my job is done. So I have approached, or I have come near to the right answer. So by this we can safely conclude that the first statement is right. So this H.N. Sanyal, the fact which has been given about the H.N. Sanyal Committee is right, and the Contempt of Court Act 1971 was passed. So with this knowledge, our analysis reduces only with the we have to deal with the statement 4. That means statement 3 is wrong. We can, without reading the statement 3, we can conclude that the statement 3 is wrong. Anyways, we will have a look into the statement 3. Constitution of India defines civil contempt and criminal contempt. So once again, here our constitution knowledge comes into our rescue. So constitution, the UPSC has often asked this kind of statements. Constitution of India defines civil contempt. So if we see in previous years also, if you see in this example, so Constitution of India defines and gives detail of what constitutes incapacity and proved misbehavior of judges. This statement is wrong. And another example I will show you. Here the term office of profit is well defined in Constitution of India. This statement is also wrong. So there is a pattern. This is a pattern. If we observe this kind of patterns in previous year questions, so our life will be very easy in the examination hall. So we have safely concluded that the statement 3 is wrong. To arrive at the right answer, it is important for us to analyze the statement 4 now. In India, the parliament is vested with the powers to make laws on contempt of court. Now, the analysis or the fact about this particular statement lies in our previous analysis itself. So, if we see that if we go back to the statement 1, we have concluded that the statement 1 is right. Then the parliament has passed the Contempt of Court Act in 1971. That means obviously the parliament is vested with the powers to make laws on contempt of court. We can safely conclude that the statement 4 is right and our answer comes the option B. So this is how with existing knowledge or sometimes limited knowledge we can reduce the uncertainty in prelims and confidently we can go ahead with attending maximum number of questions. Thank you.